Are cheap wines any good? Does the cost of wine matter? Today we answer this question. Can we find good wine for $2 to $3? We are in Mendoza, Argentina, the place where 70% of all Malbec wines come from. In this video, we will compare 4 bottles of Malbec from the Mendoza region, each costing only $2 to $3. These wines will be purchased from the local supermarket. We will also be pairing these wines with some of Argentina's favorite dishes, a complete 5-course meal. Get ready to be shocked. It's all takeout delivery from Uber Eats. We also have a final surprise tasting, so keep watching to the end of the video. Let's get started with our first course.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us on our crazy little adventure of tasting a few different Malbec wines and trying some of the local cuisine. What we're going to be trying today is we're going to start with a Santa Julio Malbec wine 2021. All right, so let's pour a little bit of this. Just a sampler glass, you know. Just something to try. You know, we don't want to be excessive. So Josie, why don't you tell us about our little treats that we're going to be pairing this with?
So we are starting off with a little entree. So we have some empanadas and grilled provolone. We have had this grilled provolone a couple times. Delicious. And the empanadas, we just can't get enough of them. We've ordered these many times. So we're trying 3 classic flavors of the empanadas. So a sweet meat, a chicken, and a ham and cheese.
Let's check out the wine.
I'm horrible with wines. I like drinking wine. To me, it smells like wine, tastes like wine. It's good.
Look, I'm a wine enthusiast. That doesn't mean that I know a lot about wine. That just means I like to drink a lot of wine, okay? So that's how I consider myself. Now, I'm not smelling anything super upfront. It smells pretty mild. That's a pretty bold Malbec. A little dry. Like there's some tannins.
I was gonna say that.
It's like
it's about the only thing I can say about wine. Oh, it's a little dry. It's a little sweet.
Well, that is going to be my descriptions too. Like I said, I'm not one of those guys with this great nose where I can say, oh yeah, berries, and oh yeah, in the field, and I can see the donkey. No, yeah, I can't do any of that, and I won't try to mess around with you guys either on that note. But yeah, this is a pretty decent bottle of wine. I mean, it seems to have a lot going on as far as boldness and some tannins in there, and for so inexpensive.
So I'm gonna try the grilled provolone. So what it is, it's really a puck of provolone cheese that they grill in a cast iron frying pan, topped with olive oil and oregano. I'm lactose intolerant. This is worth it. It's just so nice with the little crispiness on the cheese. Awesome.
All right, Josie tried the cheese first, so I'm gonna go with one of the empanadas. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'll start with the ham and cheese. Guys, it just looks fantastic. It's sliced ham with a lot of melted cheese and the empanada dough. Nice and salty on the ham. So well delivered. That's just tasty. Yeah, this is a pretty cool appetizer to start with, guys. Look at all that cheese.
So guys, we did something like this in Colombia. It was a rainy day and we decided to have a little fun with fruit. If you haven't seen that video, link is somewhere up above. Delicious.
This is fantastic fun, guys. All right, guys, so we've reset, and now for the second entree. Let's start with the food first.
All right, so our second course, I guess, is called a fugazzetta. So it's a pizza, 2 layers of pizza dough, cheese squished in between, cheese on top, fried onions on top. This one also came with olives. Looks and smells delicious.
Yep, this is something Argentinian again. We've not tried this yet. We haven't had the chance, so this should be fun to try this. Let's see first what wine we're having. Septima. So we're having basically a Septima Malbec. Got a really nice dark ruby color in the glass anyways. Not picking up much scent. Oh, it's really nice and soft and smooth.
Yep. Less dry than the first one.
Yep. This will pair easy with anything, quite honestly, guys. It doesn't even need to be paired with anything. It's just so smooth that you can have this as an after dinner wine.
Got a lot of character though, but I can't describe flavors.
All right, let's have a little sample with food now.
Alrighty, so fugazzetta.
Fugazzetta. Translation by Ernie. Onion pizza. It's kind of rich with the onions and
Myself, I wish the onions were grilled a little bit more, like more caramelized. They're still a little on the raw side.
well, I'll admit, not my favorite thing, simply because there are better pizzas. Not really a pizza. Would this have taken over the world like pizza did? Well, it didn't. So there you go, you got your answer. Pizza's number one. This is number two.
I think it's because we're comparing it to a pizza. It's not a pizza, it's a fugazzetta.
Guys, it's a pizza. Actually, the olives work really great with this wine. Cheers.
Course number 3.
So basically what we got here is another Malbec called, the winery is Nina. So Nina Gold, this is a 2020 Malbec, and it's from the Valley de Aminga.
This delicacy, this Argentinian dish is called a choripan. So it's basically a chorizo sandwich. Normally it's just chorizo and a French baguette, which is delicious. We have tried it. This one's a little bit fancier with some arugula, some sun-dried tomatoes. I'll probably end up picking out the sun-dried tomatoes, but yeah.
Oh, this has a little more scent than the first two.
Yes. I still can't describe it. Yeah.
Oh no, but it's just like a nice scent though. Oh. Oh. Well, you know, Nina Winery never disappoints, and it doesn't disappoint again. This one, I would say, is in between both of the first two that we tried. In other words, it doesn't necessarily have any tannins that are pulling on it, that we're tasting it, but it's bolder, not as bold as Santa Julio, but as smooth though as the Septima, but with a little more flavor. So that's pretty cool. Oh, that's a nice wine too. This one definitely, I find, needs a little pairing. So this should work out better. If you were not gonna have any food, definitely a Septima is the way to go. But this one should work out pretty well.
Chorizo sandwich. Can't go wrong. Look at that. Did I mention they really make chorizo well?
This is a really good sandwich. Nice and soft. Really good sandwich. Paired nicely with the wine. Jose is butchering her sandwich.
I'm getting full, so I'm eating the best parts. Chorizo! So we have one more course coming, plus dessert, which I keep forgetting about.
What wine are we pairing it with this time, honey?
So we had the Nieto Senetiner.
All right, Nieto Senetiner, which is a Malbec of 2021, and it's also from the Mendoza Argentinian region. Let's see if this one's going to be able to stand up to Argentinian beef. Take a look. All four wines have had a very deep purple color, dark purple. So that seems to be characteristic of the Malbec wine.
I'd say similar to the second one, or Septima. Kind of smooth, not as bold.
Agreed.
But there isn't like an aftertaste that's a little...
There is a slight aftertaste, a lingering taste. Yeah, a slight lingering taste, but it's not tannin. It just lingers a little.
Nice.
These are four wines, practically from the same region, all the same grape, very different tastes. Pretty interesting. I mean, okay.
Very interesting.
The Septima and the Nieto Senetiner are pretty close though. That's, you expect them to be that close on the same thing. Same region, same grape, you expect them to be that close. The other two, the Nina and the Santa Julio, are like, wow, it's like just very different tastes. So that's kind of interesting. It's like, all right, let's try it with some nice local beef.
All right, guys, so these are...
Tenderloins.
Tenderloins.
They're beef tenderloins, yeah. All right, guys, so look, check it out. Oops. Check it out. Look at the cook on that. This is takeout, guys, okay? So now, if you want your steak to be rare, medium rare, it's like you have to order juicy. Okay, if you don't specify you want it juicy, it will come well done. That is the typical standard way that all the grill houses will drop your meat. If they don't ask you, it's because they're gonna bring it well done. Oh yeah. It's really good though. Steak has good flavoring.
You're obviously loving the beef. I'm stuffed.
Cheers to a fourth fantastic bottle of wine, guys.
All right, guys, we are back.
Little did we know, we only discovered when we came to Argentina that they are also known for gin. They make gin here, gin de mar. So we're basically decided that we would try some gin.
I believe this is an 8-year. I see 8, so I believe it's an 8-year
old gin. Okay.
aged.
Oh, not what I was expecting. See,
That is not the color gin should be.
already I am not thrilled about my spirits being flavored. This is red gin. What the hell is red gin? Cheers. Oh, it's got a nice gin smell.
Yeah, it doesn't have a fruity scent or anything like you would expect from the color.
Okay, it's got a very nice, really nice gin smell.
It's actually not bad.
Okay, I have no freaking idea what's happening with this. Okay, quite honestly. It tastes like a spirit gin. In other words, not a liqueur. Not like something that's been sweetened or added to it. It's different, but it is a spirit. Even though it's strange red color, it is a spirit. It is not a liqueur. It is not sweet or any of that. It is really bold. Okay, it just really looks weird to me. I'm expecting clear. I'm used to clear. So I'm going to try it with a pastry. You definitely want to try something dulce leche. Dulce leche is their staple, if you will. Their claim to fame. They do everything dulce leche, and then they do a bunch of other flavors. So this little pastry, this big brownness here, that is dulce leche, icing, cream, whatever on there. And this should be really, really good. See how it's just gooey?
So these pastries are just from our local grocery store. Again, we can't seem to get enough of them.
Let's try with this really bold gin. Ah, you know what? Dulce leche dessert really mellows it out some. That's a good bite now. This is a very strong gin. Very potent gin. Guys, this has been a treat for us to do. We hope you enjoyed this type of video. It was something else, something new to do on Sunday. And we were quite astounded by the different types of Malbec wines, the different flavors. You could probably, over here, there's got to be maybe 200 different wineries here in Argentina, all producing Malbec wines. They're all going to have different tastes, different stuff. I don't fully understand what makes all the difference. I mean, when, you could have two wineries almost side by side and have two completely different Malbecs. It's weird to me. Okay, I guess it's got to do when you pick. I guess it's got to do how you treat the soil. But wow, there's huge differences, guys. It's like in the taste. You would swear you're having completely different grapes sometimes. And it's weird to think that they're all Malbec. So I really enjoyed this taste test, and pairing with the food, this was a great way to spend an afternoon. I love it. Anyways, guys, we had tons of fun.
Tons.
And so, guys, you know what to do. Bing, bing, check, bang. Hit everything, check everything, subscribe, do all those wonderful, crazy things that you know to do. And we'll be back with another video just for you.